Hi friends, welcome to another Friday live workout. And the topic of today is transform your abs live. This is the title, but the topic is beach body abdominals. And we have picked quite a few very special exercises for you today. And before we dive into the workout, let's discuss a little bit what it means to have a beach ready body or beach body, and what's the fastest way to get there, and is the exercise really needed to get there? Is it only about food, or maybe you should also exercise? And then I will also explain a little bit why we have chosen those specific exercises for the workout and why I think they work the best. But all in all, are you ready, guys, by the way, to hit the beach? And well, no matter if you have arrived at your fitness goal yet or not, summer is officially here, and we all are eager to go dive and bathe in the sun and have some swimming done. So everyone wants to be a little bit better looking for this summer, and many people start asking me like, summer is already here, is it really worth it? Have I missed it all? No, you haven't. First of all, there is no, the best time to get in shape was 3 months ago, to start your fitness journey at least 3 months ago. The next best time is right now. And the sooner you start your journey, the faster you get to your fitness goals. And jokes aside, you can make pretty good progress even in 1 month. So you will still have a lot of summer left, and even if you start looking in the mirror even a little bit better during June, it will, I think, it can make all the difference for many people. So, what does it mean to have a beach body? Should you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger or any other famous bodybuilder for that matter? I think the answer is no, and it's like having a beach body is something that if you look at someone from 20 steps away and you feel like they are looking good, then this is what means to have a beach body. And for that kind of purpose, it's quite enough to become reasonably jacked and to have some certain shape to your body. And then also this fat percentage question kind of becomes a question, but then again, from 20 steps away, do you really see all that, all those nuances? I kind of doubt that. And yeah, but then also let's not set goals too high. So we want to lose some fat and gain some lean muscle, and we not only want to gain some lean muscle, but we also want to gain them in some specific areas, so that this shape of the body that people see from 20 steps away will resemble something that we subconsciously perceive as a person who is in a really great shape, and they look jacked or they look attractive to whatever potential partners. So you have a lot of attention on the beach, if that's your goal. And anyway, even if that's not your goal, you will still get a lot of other benefits from this type of training and from any type of training per se. So how do we get there faster? Of course, your main tool here, abs, are made in the kitchen. And I have produced a really long blog post the other day. Go check out the posts section on this channel if you're interested. I'm not gonna repeat myself all too much, but of course your main tool is your fridge and your cooking habits and your eating habits. So creating calorie deficit is crucial for losing fat, and but then at the same time, if you go without exercise, first of all, what will end up happening, you will lose fat, and your muscles, and especially, this is especially true for abdominals, they will remain like those tiny little scrawny muscles. And as soon as you lose all that fat, that excessive fat that covers your muscles, you will see that, well, you're not looking better, because now suddenly you're looking sick and scrawny and whatever. It's not appealing. You may be looking like lean, but well, this may be enough for many people, but I have pretty high standards for that. And if we're talking about beach body, then this is not the final destination. This is not beach body. This is a lean person who is like healthy, maybe, but then some people may see it even as like looking ill or something, because at some point you may become too kind of thin. So in order to avoid that, we have to exercise at the same time. So along with adjusting your food habits and eating habits, I really recommend you guys do at least some strength training. First of all, it will increase your calorie burn. It will make you feel better, make you feel more capable. It will increase your confidence, and you will gain lean muscle as you go. And the more fat layer diminishes, the more lean muscle will protrude through that thinner and thinner fat layer, and eventually you will look great and you won't believe your results in the mirror. And of course, everything, all good stuff takes time. So it will take time, but don't be discouraged. And again, we can we can help this process, or we can do some random beach-like stuff, or like some meaningless exercises that don't really change anything in your body. So we can kind of stagnate or do some meaningless stuff which doesn't get you anywhere, or we can do some specific exercises that have been chosen specifically targeting those like goals that we have, and those that will help us achieve our goals as soon as possible. So we have 5 exercises for today. Let's get to the exercises. I will get the list online, and at the same time I will check that we are actually streaming. Yes, we are. Yeah, so we have a couple exercises, and if you look at the list, I will go through the list briefly. So we have goblet squats, we have renegade row, we have Turkish sit-up. Don't be afraid, I will show you like how to do it. It's not difficult. Then we have, what else? Yeah, pike lift over and lateral raises. Why this set of exercises, and why those work better? So we have 2 goals here to get to our beach body as soon as possible. First goal is to maximize calorie burn. And this type of training, the hybrid training, which involves some sort of cardio and strength training in the same setup, in the same workout time, those are incredibly effective for reaching this goal. This is terrific calorie burner. You will sweat all of it out, and you will increase your metabolism as you have never felt it before. You will start burning fat if you start doing this kind of training. Okay? But at the same time, you can, like, the exercises you choose for this type of training matters a lot. And in order to increase calorie burn to its maximum level, we want to be training the biggest muscles of our body. And as you may already know, the biggest muscles in your body are not your biceps, okay? So the biggest muscles of your body are legs, actually. So gluteus maximus is the single biggest muscle in your body. And then follow the muscles that follow muscle groups, actually, are your quads and hamstrings. And the legs in total, if you like take it like in terms of percentage, then your lower body probably contains like 65% of all the muscles in your body. So it makes sense to actually train your lower body to increase calorie burn to the maximum. So the bigger the muscle that you engage, the more calorie it will require to function, and of course that increases calorie burn terrifically. So that's why we have, for example, goblet squats in this workout, because goblet squats will have your legs working over time. It will hit your legs hard. They will start consuming glucose from the bloodstream, and it will result in a terrific calorie burn. And of course, at the same time, we don't want this chicken leg effect, right? When we if we only work on our upper body, then we end up with a huge upper body and then those chicken legs. So we still want our aesthetic proportional legs to our body. So don't forget, don't skip the leg day. Now, we also have renegade row. Renegade row is a total body killer. And in a renegade row, I will demo this exercise in a minute, but in a renegade row, it's a row, so you will make your back grow bigger, and we will do it along with the push-up, so it hits your pectoral muscles, your chest, it hits your front delts, and this is also a row, and it also uses your abs to stabilize your body during the row when you are staying on 3 points. So it actually hits all the checkboxes that we need, because in order to have this V-taper shape to our body, we want to hit delts, preferably side delts, of course, but front delts are also contributing to this kind of look. And we want to make our upper back bigger so that this upper body looks even bigger proportionally to your waist. And of course we want some abdominal muscle development anyway, because the difference between trained and untrained abdominals when the fat finally comes off is drastic, actually. So the more they pop, the more they train them, the more they pop, even with the higher fat level. So despite like anything you may have heard before, I think it makes sense to train your abs anyway. And well, not to mention that core is like involved in all the activities, and it supports all sort of daily activities, so it will allow you to go pain-free through your life. Now we also have a Turkish sit-up, which is a move that directly hits the abdominals hard, mostly the top part of it, and but then it also hits your hamstrings. And despite the opinion that you already have tight hamstrings, yes, you do have from sitting, but then there is a difference between trained and mighty hamstrings and stiff hamstrings. So it's totally different. You have to like stretch them first and then exercise them as well. So, and then we have pike lift over, I will demonstrate this exercise, and this is something for lower abdominals specifically. And then we have lateral raises, of course, for those side delts. We want to hit them hard to again exaggerate this V-taper shape form to our torso. So this is it, this is the exercise choice. So those are not random, those are strategically selected to hit this very goal that we have today, to get to our beach body as soon as possible. So without further ado, let's get started. For this workout, you have three options. You can use dumbbells, you can use kettlebells, and you can use your body weight if you don't have anything. And I will demonstrate all the exercises in all three variants. So let's start with the dumbbells. So for goblet squat, you only need one. Make sure it's firmly that the plates are fixed so that it won't disassemble during the exercise. So check out those clips or what's the fixing mechanism there. And goblet squat is when you take your dumbbell in this kind of goblet position in front of you, and you keep it close to your body, as close as possible, and then you go in a deep squat and you raise yourself up. Challenge yourself to point the feet directly forward, because if you start like, of course it's more convenient to like spread them out a little bit, but then you may get into some kind of uncomfortable positions, and you may actually get injured. And anyway, we walk with our toes pointing forward, so challenge yourself to be in this position. Like think of standing on the rails. If that's too challenging, spread them out just a little bit. This is totally normal. So this is goblet squat. Now, goblet squat with the kettlebell, of course, is you get it into the same goblet position, and you basically do the same. And if you don't have any weight, any extra weight at home, just do a regular squat. Regular squat is very challenging exercise in even the bodyweight version. It's very challenging if done right. And by done right, I mean don't rush it, don't like fire them out. Focus on the maximum muscle contraction. When you go down, do it like meaningfully. Take at least 1 second to go down and at least 1 second to go up. In the very top portion of the exercise, focus on contracting your quads to the maximum by pulling the kneecaps up, and make sure your butt is squeezed. That way you ensure maximum like muscle engagement, which will result in maximum calorie burn. Now, renegade row. This the toughest exercise in this workout, but don't sweat it. So you take 2 dumbbells, you go into this high plank position. Now, the way we are gonna be doing this is we go do a push-up first, and then as soon as we're done with the push-up, we make a row on one side, and then we do another push-up, and then we roll on the other side. And you should roll to about your waist level. So that takes core work to stabilize your body in this position. It's gonna be a push-up which hits your chest and the shoulders again. And it's a row at the same time, which will help your back development to again increase this difference in between your perceived like width of the shoulders and your waist. yeah, for the kettlebell version, I have two of them here, and most of you will not have two, and even me, I don't have those of equal weights. I have them of one is 12 and one is 8. So what you can do here is you do the same basically. So it's a push-up, and then we row one, and then push up and row again. And what will end up happening is that we will have one side of our core working more, or one side of our back working more. But since we're going for 2 sets today, then on the second set I will change them. I will switch them. That will ensure the even development. If you don't have 2 kettlebells, again, don't sweat it, just have something to lean on with your second arm, like whatever you have. And you do it like this, so some kind of a box or whatever, like even small chair, or I don't know, whatever you have lying around. So you do this, and you roll, and you work one side in the first set, let's say, and another side on your second set. This is how you do it with a single kettlebell. Now, if you don't have anything, how do you do the bodyweight version? The bodyweight version will be a push-up and then shoulder touch. Push-up and shoulder touch. Creates pretty much the same effect. It's easier. If you get tired or exhausted during the workout, drop to the bodyweight version. Now, next, Turkish sit-up. Yeah, Turkish sit-up. So, it's a version of a loaded crunch. So, I don't like crunches necessarily, but as long as you can effectively load them, we are good to go. So this is one of those exercises where you can actually load it pretty effectively. So ideally you would have your legs straight and a bit spread for stability, and then you go down all the way, lay down, then push the dumbbell, or same with the kettlebell, push it all the way up, and then you do a sit-up, and it should be, the motion should be very controlled and slow. Focus on contracting your abdominals, and the weight is, if you notice, it's in front of you. It's not above, it's in front. Because the way abdominals work, the main goal is to bring your chest to your crouch, basically. And the way we do it is by like bringing them closer together, and then loading it with the weight. If this feels too hard, do the bodyweight version, which is the same but with just your hand, or you can grab a can of chickpeas or crushed tomatoes or what have you laying around. This is like 400 grams. This is already enough to figure out that one side is gonna be working harder than the other. Now we will switch either in the second set, or you can do it like half way right side, half time left side. Same with the kettlebell. I will be doing those with kettlebells. Now pike liftovers and lateral raises. Let me show you those really fast. So you should have some obstacle. If you don't have any obstacle, just use imaginary one. and you are sitting in this upright position. Your legs are on one side of the obstacle. You engage you lean back a little bit, engage your abs, and bring your legs over the obstacle. And so basically this is the exercise. And the more you lean backwards, the easier it becomes actually. So in order to challenge yourself more, sit more upright. And this hits your lower abs really hard. If you sit like almost upright, it hits really hard. Again, this is simply a body weight exercise. If you have a dumbbell, just have a dumbbell here or any other obstacle will do. And now the last but not least is the lateral raise. For lateral raise, have your dumbbells, preferably something lighter than 10 kg, because this is insane, like at least for my delts. But anyway, the way you do it is you will unload your lower back, so bend your knees a little bit, and then go do those controlled, again, slow and controlled raises. I will not be using dumbbells today. I will go for a kettlebell version because I have a lighter one here, and the kettlebell version looks like this. So you go into this high kneeling, half kneeling position, and you take the kettlebell, and nice and controlled, you do it on one side, and then as soon as you're done, you switch the sides and do the same. So this is the deal, this is the last exercise. If you don't have any weights, again, don't worry, your shoulders are tiny if you compare them to any other muscle in your body, so it's very easy to overload them. If you have cans of chickpeas or crushed tomatoes, grab them. If you don't, just have your fists, spread your hands this way, and start like, pretend that you are trying to fly away basically. So you are not doing the entire motion. Instead, you have to find the most difficult part of it, which is somewhere here, and continue doing it, and go for a higher rep range. It will set your delts on fire. I can totally guarantee that. Anyone who says this is not challenging, well, you are not doing it, like, you are not putting effort, okay? Higher rep range, even with your fists, let alone with chickpeas, it will kill your delts totally. So this is the body weight version. Okay, and of course we have a jump rope. No question about it. Get your jump rope ready. I will get the music going, and let's get started because we are already like half an hour in. Almost. Hope you guys are still there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit. Yep.
Get ready.
Get your jump rope ready, guys. Get your weight ready. Good torso rotations. Some arm circles. Open up your hips a little bit.
Jump rope.
try to match the beat of the music. It creates this natural challenge. Whenever music goes faster, go faster. Even if you don't catch the beat. Like in general, if it's slow, go slower.
Rest.
Goblet squat. Get ready.
Goblet squat.
Nice and controlled. No jumping, no jogging motions. No jarring. Nice and controlled. You can handle a lot of weight in this movement. But most of us have only one kettlebell, so go with what you have. And if you have anything, just do the same with body weight.
Rest.
In general, the gear is not holding you back. It's just nonsense.
Jump rope.
You can build quite a lot of lean muscle even without any weights. Of course, with weights, weights will keep you moving faster to your goals. But especially if you are just starting your journey, go with body weight. There is nothing wrong with body weight. In fact, pull-ups and push-ups are terrific exercises, and you can actually load them pretty easily
Rest.
later on when you develop perfect form. Renegade row. First set. My 8 kilograms is gonna be at my left.
Renegade row.
Deficit push-up and roll. Deficit push-up and roll. It may take some adjustment. Challenge yourself not to rotate your pelvis. Try to remain stable with your chest parallel to the ground.
Rest. Jump rope.
Don't forget to stay hydrated. Music is slow. Go slow. Or slower.
Rest.
Turkish sit-up.
Turkish sit-up.
Nice and slow. Slow and controlled. You can have something under your lower back to keep to allow you to stretch abs in the bottom portion of the move a little bit more. But if you don't have it, no problem.
Rest.
This exercise can also be done with a bit of a higher weight, but we're doing a lot of ab work today, so there is no need to go crazy.
Jump rope.
If you don't have a jump rope, high knees. Just do high knees. Or pretend like arrow. High knees. If you get tired, switch to jog in place or some lighter jogging kind of pace. If you have a jump rope but can't comfortably jump yet, go for side swings. Pretty much same calorie burn. Might be similar. Side swings allow you to train the actual skill of matching the rhythm of the rope.
High click over.
Yep. I will challenge myself to sit as upright as possible, but you can lean back as much as you want. Or you can actually lean more when you get tired. This thing heals your lower abs. You should definitely feel your lower abs. Hip flexors too, of course.
Rest. Jump rope.
If you mess it up, just get back to jumping as soon as you can. It's actually like any other movement. It's easier to continue jumping than to start from scratch. So starting over is actually more difficult.
Rest.
Lateral raises. A bit tricky with a kettlebell. Remember, lighter weight, full control.
Lateral raise.
If you don't have a light enough weight for this exercise, go do the body weight version. This is about where you switch sides. Full control. Maximum contraction at the top.
Rest.
Bodybuilders advise to keep pinky up when you're doing this. It's not really the case with kettlebells. Just go with a comfortable position.
Jump rope.
The last thing you want to do when you mess it up is to stop. Do anything, just don't stop. Whenever you mess it up, continue moving. Go into side swings. Don't hard reset. Don't stand still.
Rest.
First set done. Drink some water. If you don't feel like, if your legs are tired, go into the deep squat. But please don't crash on the couch. Challenge yourself to move around, even during this break.
Jump rope.
When music is relatively slow like right now, consider this a break. Sort of active break. Go slower for a while because, well, you promised yourself whenever it starts going faster again, you will go faster. Try moving around. If you get bored,
Rest. Goblet squat.
maximum contraction. Pull your kneecap, squeeze your butt. Try to remain as vertical as possible. Couple last reps.
Rest.
Oh.
Jump rope.
For those of you guys who missed the beginning, this is being recorded and I will make the proper horizontal version of it available as soon as I can. In fact, if you have time, go into the chat or into the comments right now and let me know, do you prefer horizontal or vertical workout format? This is important for me because there's not much difference what to make, but yeah, whatever makes more sense for you.
Renegade row.
Now the light one is on my right side. Don't twist your pelvis. Don't rotate like There is no rotation, or at least make an effort to minimize rotation.
Rest. Jump rope.
Doing good, doing fantastic, guys. I'm sweating all the way. Hope you feel the same about this workout. I can definitely feel it already in my shoulders, in my core, and in my legs, of course. Even though being pretty light, jump rope adds to this, of course.
Rest.
Adds to your leg work. Time to open the window. Turkey sit up.
Turkish sit up.
When doing on the left side, don't forget to either take off your wristwatch or turn it to the inside of your wrist.
Rest. Jump rope.
Try also jumping into the opposite direction. This will make sure you are not developing any imbalances, and it's also a very interesting challenge for your brain. It will just refuse to do it in the beginning.
Rest.
Woo.
High flipped over.
Raise the legs as high as you can. Full control. Again, if you get tired, remove the obstacle and continue. Or do something easier. Or lean back more. It will make it a bit easier, not too much though.
Rest.
Oh, yeah.
Jump rope.
If you don't know any fancy footwork, it's no problem, totally. Actually, I think that regular basic bounce is not so basic. If you compare it to, for example, jog in place, much more difficult. So go with it, but then also feel free to check out those tutorials we have in the shorts for all those fancy footwork types like the running man and the X motion and the straddle, and yeah, that makes you infinite combinations which will make your workouts never the same. Lateral raises.
Lateral raise.
Last strength bout of work. Nice and control. Slow reps. Yeah, I forgot to switch it. Hopefully you did not.
Rest.
I will add a few during the break. Last interval. Give it all you got. And if you haven't got much,
Load.
still give it all you got. Last 10 seconds. Maximum effort.
Workout complete.
Wow. Workout complete. We did it, guys. We did it again, together. Give yourself a tap on the back. That was awesome. Woo. Thank you all for joining me today. Let me turn the music down a bit. So, hopefully you are as energized as I am and feeling great. This is how it should be. And if it was too challenging, next time consider either dropping weight to a lighter weight or go body weight, because the ultimate goal here is to stay consistent, because consistency beats everything else. It beats higher weights, it beats like more frequent workouts, it beats like more effort, beats everything. Consider doing something every day or nearly every day, and if this is your rest day, still do something. Go for a walk, go for a run, go to the beach with your dog, whatever. Make sure there is something every day that keeps you moving and grooving, and you will notice that your posture will improve, your mood will improve, your everything will improve. And those workouts specifically, they are your like secret weapon. Those are incredibly effective. This is what I do pretty much every day or nearly every day. Rest of the days I either run or do something else, do some lighter work. Yeah, so I will check out the chat to see if you guys have posted any deep questions that need my attention. Maybe I will have something interesting there. Let's see. I will bring my laptop a bit closer. Yeah. Let's see. Yes. a lot of people say hello. Hello to all of you beautiful people. Nice to see you here again. Some of you, yeah, I see the same faces, so that's a trend. Really good, guys. It really warms my heart to see that you are coming every week to work on your body, and at the same time, for me, it's not all about the body or not about the body at all, because as a result of this training, you will definitely get into the best shape of your life. But then what you also get along the way is increased work performance, is better cognitive function, so the ability to solve problems in real life. You will become pain-free, and you will move better in general in your daily life. You will stop being sore. You will stop, your life will change quite literally if you start doing something like this a couple of times per week. And the easiest way to stay consistent is to come here every Friday. Come see me every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern European time. Yeah, so one guy says that he is doing it something, I don't know what exactly, for 3 years, but he is not able to grow muscle. And okay, this is a really good question. And I'm missing a lot of context here, and there may be a dozen of answers here, or possible reasons. But I'm guessing that if, for example, you can, by the way, clarify it for me in the chat. So if you're talking that you're doing the body weight exercises for 3 years and you're not growing muscle, then maybe it's already time to grab some weights, because you will definitely reach your limit without weights. And in order to continue growth, you will have to use some weights. But then the simplest answer to that is, well, my question, counter argument or question to you is, are you watching your diet? Because you should be in a calorie surplus if you want to build muscle. No matter how many muscle, the strategy is different. So I suggest that you get as lean as you can first and then start building muscle. But you can do this recomp thing or whatever, where you just continue eating as you eat and then do something really challenging at least 3-4 times per week or even more. But then again, I'm missing context here. I don't know all the nuances, and the best answer I can give you, check out the description. There is my book. Consider reading it, or pretty much there are a lot of good books about this, and just introduce some kind of a system, because it's not it doesn't make any sense, especially if you're doing something for such a long time and it doesn't work for you. It makes no sense to continue doing what you are doing. This is the best answer I can give you. So reconsider, you're doing something wrong. Or even just, you know what, reach out to me. My email is in the channel description. I will answer you personally. Just give me a bit more context through the email and I will get back to you as soon as I can, okay? Now, I hit the gym, same guy says, I hit the gym every day. Well, my friend, you're overtraining, and that's a recipe for disaster. Again, send me an email. Yeah. Yeah, so you're giving context below. Yeah, but I guess it's out of scope. I promise to give you an elaborate answer in the email, and if it's gonna make sense for the rest of the audience, we will share this story from your permission. Yeah, 6-pack in a month. Great question. The answer is it depends on how much body fat you have right now. So of course your muscles will grow significantly in a month, especially your abs. But the question here is, are we gonna see it? Because if you have like even 20% of body fat, no one's gonna see it. There is no way. Go down to at least 15. 15 is a good, really good number. It's sustainable, you don't have any hormonal problems or anything. It's pretty safe to be there, like 15% body fat, I'm sorry. And then the question becomes, how soon can you get to that 15% from where you are at right now? So this becomes the main question. So be honest with yourself, and training is only one part of the thing. I would say it's like 30% tops. Another 30% is your nutrition, so how well you can maintain this low fat percentage. And again, I go very deep about this in my book, or you can just subscribe to this channel, because I'm putting out a lot of text information in the form of posts and everything. So just stick around. I'm giving it all away every day. Yeah, so it's about how, like, second thing is nutrition, one thing is training, second nutrition, and the last part is recovery. So if your sleep is not there, you're not gonna be able to lose fat. Just like forget it, okay? So you will be, this is an uphill battle. If you are trying to lose fat while having on, like living on 5 hours of sleep, this is just not gonna work ever. Fix your sleep first. Now, how do you get biceps? Great. Cardio kills gains. Bullshit. Dr. Mike, like pretty much any exercise scientist, will tell you that it's not the case. They don't interfere, it's at least not as much as you think. If you like running a marathon every day, then of course, yes. Do it run your marathon on a separate day. But if you are doing like whatever, 20 minutes of exercise, they will never gonna interfere first. And second, okay, I will make a post about this, but your cardio will increase actually the capillary density around your muscles, which will result in more oxygen flowing to the muscles during the strength work, which will make you build more muscle. So it's like not totally bullshit if we have like right context. But in general, in the scope of this type of workouts where we go for 30 minutes mixing cardio and strength training, they don't interfere. Don't take my word for it. Go ask ChatGPT, whatever, like use Google. How do you get biceps? Well, train biceps as much as you train any other body part. But my advice to you, don't get focused on the biceps, because if you want a good metaphor, you can't really install track tires to your Toyota Corolla, okay? So it has to be proportional. There is no way you look like look like a stick and then you have those huge biceps. It's never gonna happen. So you will grow proportionally. And in order to have huge biceps, you have to have huge delts and huge back, so that your biceps then can then grow to match those other muscle groups in your upper body. And if biceps is your goal, train your back, train your chest, train your delts, and then train your biceps if you still have capacity, if you still have something left in the tank. Yeah, so we should start doing this like separate Q&A sessions because we're terribly over time. Yeah, cardio makes gains, totally agree. Yeah, thanks guys for all the compliments and reactions. The double under, I guess someone is asking about the double under. Yeah, okay, I will write it down for myself. Let's agree that I will make a tutorial because the only tutorial we still don't have here is the double under tutorial, literally. Yeah, I will explain, but if you want a quick version, the quick version would be the timing is crucial to double under. So the preparatory drill for double under would be you jump a bit higher every time, like you do this power jump, and during this jump you clap your thighs 2 times. So it goes like this: you jump, clap, clap, jump, clap, clap. This is your cue. This is called penguin jump. Practice this, and as long as you manage to clap it 2 times when you are in the air, then you will be able to translate it to the actual double under, because that's the move. You jump a bit higher, not too much higher, and then you go 2 crazy spins right away, and then you pause your wrists, and then you repeat the same. So it's about jumping, clap, clap, 2 spins, and then you go down. I will make a tutorial for you, my friend. Yes. Yes, a bunch of thank yous. Yes. Thank you, people. Thank you, my friends. Thanks for all the love you're sending my way every time we exercise together. I will continue doing this for you as much as I can, and we should probably start doing those separate Q&A sessions because today it's surprisingly many questions. So thank yourself now. What I want you to do next, I want you to come to the mirror and thank yourself for taking this huge next step towards a stronger, leaner, more like beautiful or whatever like version of yourself which you like more. And of course the goal is to like you as you are. We all are beautiful people by design. There is, well, I don't think you can split people into like fat or scrawny or ugly or whatever. People, there is no such separation in people. We all are beautiful as we are, but we can, especially when we start being like, you know, questioning some qualities of our appearance, it's very important to start doing something, get on track, and then celebrate all the small wins. And this is the win. The fact that you have made it today, despite you may have to stop or take a break or go slower, none of this matters. What matters the most is that you came here today, you have done this work with me, and you have made this huge next step. You have trained your brain for success, because this is a success. We have completed the workout. Because the goal is never to kill yourself. The goal is to show up, because that will train your brain to show up the next week and the next week and the day after that and the day after that. And that way you get into the streak of wins. And if you just keep missing those workouts, honestly guys, throw away your gym membership. If you have skipped like 3-4 times in a row, it just doesn't fit your schedule, okay? The better option is go check out the workouts we have on this channel. We have a lot of them. And if those feel boring, come see me every Friday. I'm here every Friday and the workout is different every Friday. So you will never get bored, I give you my promise. So thank yourself, and I thank you for coming and giving me your attention and your love. And see you next week, people. And yeah, if you are enjoying the content, feel free to subscribe, because sometimes we are trying to make like 2 of those per week. But even this single one, it can shift a little bit. So in order to not miss the next workout or the next video on this channel, consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed it, give it a like. Thank you, my friends. See you next Friday. Cheers.